Your home is more than a place. It is not just walls, furniture, or a roof over your head. It is your atmosphere, your peace, your refuge from everything outside. It is where your mind resets, where your spirit rests, where your family grows. And yet, many people protect their homes physically, but leave them completely unguarded spiritually. Doors are locked at night. Security systems are installed, but there is no filter for who is allowed inside. And that is where the real danger begins. Because the greatest disruptions to your peace will not come from strangers. They will come from people you trust, people you welcome, people you invite to sit at your table, walk through your rooms, and share in your private space. I remember a season when I could not understand why my home felt different. Nothing had changed physically, but something felt heavy, tense, unsettled. And over time, I realized something uncomfortable. It was not the place, it was the people. Because every person you allow into your home carries something. Their mindset, their spirit, their habits, their influence. And whether you notice it immediately or not, it leaves an impact. Scripture warns us to guard what matters most. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. And your home is your heart made visible. So if you do not guard your home, you are not just risking discomfort, you are risking your peace, your values, your family's future. This is not about being cold. It is not about rejecting people. It is about wisdom, because not everyone deserves access to your most sacred space. Today, we are going to walk through 5 types of people Scripture warns you about. People who, if allowed in too often, can slowly disrupt everything you are trying to protect. Some are obvious, some are subtle, and one of them, most people never see coming. So be honest with yourself as we go through this, because this is not about judging others. It is about guarding what God has entrusted to you. The first person is the flatterer, the one who always speaks well of you, always agrees, always tells you exactly what you want to hear. At first, it feels good, comforting, affirming, but Scripture gives a warning. Whoever flatters his neighbor spreads a net for his feet. A trap, because flattery is not love. It is manipulation disguised as kindness. This person will never correct you, never challenge you, never protect you from your own mistakes. They keep you comfortable, but not growing, and that becomes dangerous, because the people closest to you should help you become better, not just feel better. The second person is the contentious one. The one who brings conflict every time they enter your space. Something shifts. Tension rises. Conversations turn into arguments. Peace disappears. Scripture says it is better to live alone in the wilderness than with constant conflict. That is not exaggeration. That is emphasis. Because conflict is contagious. When this person is present, the atmosphere changes. Your home no longer feels like a place of rest. It becomes a place of tension. And here is the hard truth. Sometimes, this person is family, which makes it harder to set boundaries. But wisdom does not make exceptions for familiarity. Protecting your peace is not rejection. It is responsibility. The third person is the morally compromising one. This one is subtle. They are not loud, not aggressive, not obviously harmful. But their lifestyle slowly shifts your standards. They normalize what you once questioned. They bring conversations, habits, and attitudes into your home that do not align with your values. And over time, you begin to adjust. Little by little, Scripture says clearly, bad company corrupts good character. Not might, not sometimes corrupts. Because influence does not need to be loud to be effective. It just needs to be consistent. And when that influence is inside your home, it becomes even stronger. The fourth person is the manipulator, the one who gives, but with conditions, who helps, but expects control, who enters your home not to share space, but to gain influence. They may appear generous, kind, supportive, but there is always something underneath, an expectation, a pressure, a subtle control over your decisions. And this is dangerous, because your home should be a place of freedom, not obligation. When someone's presence makes you feel controlled instead of safe, that is not connection. That is influence in the wrong direction. The fifth person is the one many people overlook, the one who drains your spirit. They are not necessarily wrong, not always toxic in obvious ways. But after every interaction, you feel heavier, more tired, less peaceful, less aligned with who you are becoming. They bring negativity, complaints, doubt, and over time, that energy becomes part of your environment. Scripture reminds us that life and death are in what we speak. And when someone consistently brings negativity into your space, it shapes the atmosphere. Your home begins to feel less like a sanctuary and more like a burden. And here is what makes this difficult. These people are often not intentionally harmful, but their presence still has impact, and you are responsible for what you allow to remain. Because your home is not just where you live. It is where you grow, where your children learn what is normal, where your spirit either strengthens or weakens. So guarding your home is not about perfection. It is about awareness. It is about recognizing who brings life and who slowly takes it away. So here they are. 5 types of people to be careful about inviting into your home. The flatterer, who steals your discernment. The contentious person, who steals your peace. The morally compromising person, who slowly shifts your values. The manipulator, who tries to control your space. And the one who drains your spirit without you realizing it. These are not small influences. They are powerful, and over time, they shape the environment you live in. But here is the truth. Keeping the wrong people out is an act of love for the right people already inside. Your family, your peace, your relationship with God. You are not being harsh, you are being a steward, because God has entrusted you with your space, and what you allow inside it matters. So do not ignore what you feel. Do not dismiss the patterns you see. Pay attention. Set boundaries. Choose wisely, because your home should not feel like a place you need to recover from. It should feel like a place where you are restored. And sometimes, protecting that peace begins with a simple decision. Not everyone gets access, and that is not rejection. That is wisdom.